a few ahadith regarding how much this tawbah is loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وعن أبي حمزة أنس بن مالك الأنصاري رضي الله تعالى عنه خادم رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. I told you Hazrat Anas رضي الله تعالى عنه remained as a personal servant, khadim, for the Prophet for full 9 years. He served him. And he is the rawi of this hadith. And the Prophet said, لَاللَّهُ أَفْرَهُ بِطَوْبَةِ عَبْدِهِ مِنْ أَحَدِكُمْ سَقَطَ عَلَى بَعِيرِهِ وَقَدْ أَضَلَّهُ فِي أَرْضٍ فَلَاتٍ. Muttafaqun alayh. This hadith has been included by Imam Muslim as well as Imam Bukhari in their collections of Sahih Ahadith, authentic Ahadith. وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ لِمُسْلِمٍ, and there is another lengthy hadith of the same, tradition, which has been included by Imam Muslim rahimahullah in his Sahih. لَاللَّهُ أَشَدُّ فَرْحًا بِطَوْبَةِ عَبْدِهِ حِينَ يَتُوبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ أَحَدِكُمْ كَانَ عَلَى رَاحِلَتِهِ بِأَرْضٍ فَلَاتٍ. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala becomes more happy on the tawbah of a bondsman, of his abd, when he had committed some sin, but now he is repenting, he is returning. He is asking for the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but from the depth of his heart. Hina yatubu ilayhi min ahadikum kana ala rahilatihi. Now there is a simile, an example. The detail is that suppose there was a person who was traveling in a desert on one camel. The water was also on the camel, any, water reservoir. Then the food was also there. But at some place he just dismounted from the camel and he took some rest underneath some tree. In that time, the camel was lost. Now this was the only hope for his life. Desert, no water, no food, nothing of the sort. Now he can't go. He can't undertake the journey. He has nothing to drink, no water. It was also there. The jug or whatsoever he had, it was there tied to the camel. And no food. So he runs to the east, runs to the west, runs to the north, tries to find out that camel. And in the end, when he is disappointed, he is just waiting for death sitting under the tree. Suddenly he sees that the camel is standing by his side. So he is so happy. He is so overwhelmed with happiness that he wanted to say, "Oh Allah, you are my Lord, and I am your servant and bondman." But he says, "Oh Allah, I am your Lord, and you are my bondman and servant." He is so overwhelmed by his happiness because he was absolutely disappointed. He was waiting for death. And suddenly he finds that the camel is there, the food is there, the water is there. And so he is so happy. The Prophet said that Allah is more happy on the tawbah of a person than the happiness of this person who found his camel when he had absolutely disappointed about him. This is the simile that the Prophet has given, that this is the amount of happiness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when one of his bondsmen who had gone astray, the prodigal son, who has gone another way, but now he is returning. He is making tawbah towards him out of sincerity, from the depths of his heart. He is repenting. He is making a firm resolve that in the future, I will be a true bondsman to you, O Allah. I will not break any of your laws, any of your injunctions. I will do whatever you like me to do. He is making a firm resolve that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happier than this person who had lost his camel and then suddenly found it. So let me read the whole text again. لَاللَّهُ أَشَدُّ فَرْحًا بِطَوْبَةِ عَبْدِهِ حِينَ يَتُوبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ أَحَدِكُمْ كَانَ عَلَى رَاحِلَتِهِ بِأَرْضٍ فَلَاتٍ فَانْفَلَتَتْ مِنْهُ وَعَلَيْهَا طَعَامُهُ وَشَرَابُهُ. On that very camel was the food also and the water also. فَأَيَّسَ مِنْهَا. And he disappointed. Can't find anywhere. فَأَتَى شَجَرَةً فَاضْطَجَعَ فِي ظِلِّهَا وَقَدْ أَيَسَ مِنْ رَاحِلَتِهِ. Then he comes to a tree and sits down under the shadow and he is just waiting for his death, for his end to come. He is disappointed. Camel is not to be found at all. وَهُوَ كَذَلِكَ بَيْنَمَا هُوَ كَذَلِكَ إِذْ هُوَ بِهَا قَائِمَةً عِنْدَهُ. Suddenly he sees that the camel is there. Then the she-camel with the food and water is still there. It is there. فَأَخَذَ بِخِتَامِهَا. And now he takes, that the rope of that camel. ثُمَّ قَالَ مِنْ شِدَّةِ الْفَرْحِ, and then out of his over happiness, he says, Allahumma anta abdi wa ana rabbuk. Oh Allah, you are my bondman and I am your Lord. Akhta min shiddatil farh. This mistake he committed. He wanted to say, oh Allah, you are my Lord and I am your bondman. But because of this, over happiness, out of his happiness, he just makes this mistake. So this is the simile that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so much happy over the tawbah of a bondsman. So we should make that tawbah. We should not delay it. We should make it at our earliest.